Hi, this is GP here from Career Launcher, and today we'll be looking at again another session for IPMAT and the episode 2 of GP ka IPMAT Funda. And in the last session we had talked about how the quant section has to be attempted, what kind of questions should be attempting. Aapka focus hona chahiye on class 9th 10th question and not so much on the 11th 12th question. Now we'll go a step further and say, क्या जुगाड़ लगा सकते हैं? What are the techniques we can use which will help us get to the answers faster? And here I am going to talk about something which most people don't do at all. हर एक को लगता है कि मैथ्स करना है, मैथ्स करना है, मैथ्स करना है. I will go ahead and say you can do a large number of questions without applying huge amount of mathematics. What you studied in class 6 to 9th is going to be good enough for you. Okay, but before that, a quick recap. What is the paper? And 2019, 20, 21. The number of questions were 100, 60 and 60, right? Why did this become 60 and 60? COVID. 2 घंटे में पेपर निकालना की जगह instead of 2 hours, they wanted to do a paper in 90 minutes. Shorter paper, number of questions came down. Going forward, as far as IPMAT 2022 is concerned, this is the pattern going to be. So this is the relevant pattern for us going forward, and this is what you should be focusing on. Okay. Another thing, if you remember correctly, the cutoffs. The highest cutoff in quantitative aptitude is for the general category and for every section, by the way. But most importantly, QA, MCQ and essay. 20 question means 4 marks per question. That means 5 questions. And this is about 8 questions. Okay, 5 out of 20 questions. Remember, the number of questions in essay is 20 and out here it is 40. To be done in 40 minutes each. So this is 40-minute section and this is again a 40-minute section. So when you look at this paper, what I want you to remember is the cutoffs are low. You can easily solve it provided you have chosen the right question and you use the right techniques, and this is what we are going to talk about, the jugaad part. Okay, and just to remind you, please look at the split between the class 11th, 12th and 9th, 10th. You will find about 75% of the questions, 75%, 3/4 of questions are from class 9th 10th. यही याद रखना है. ठीक है. Now let's come to the next thing. The mistake that most students commit is they think IPMAT is like board exam. No, it is not. बहुत फर्क है दोनों में, and there's a way to handle these kind of questions, these kind of data sets. Board exams, your syllabus is defined, and out of syllabus कुछ आ गया तो दुनिया में हाहाकार मच जाती है, and people start writing all kind of letters to the newspapers, and the ministry also gets involved. So there will be nothing out of syllabus, everything will be from syllabus. But when you come to a paper like IPMAT, the first question to ask is, syllabus bhi hai kya? Do you have a syllabus? What syllabus are we talking about? The fact is there's no syllabus except they say we'll check your ability to handle maths of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Basic principles is what they will be looking at. So for all practical purposes, syllabus to hai hi nahi koi, and you have to work on your own. Second thing, steps. The moment you look at this kind of a paper, kind of board exam, every step is important. You miss a step, you lose marks. If you write everything correctly and you don't get the right answer in the end, you'll still get a few marks. Why? Because every step is important. Here it is exactly the reverse. किस तरह से आंसर आए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आंसर सही आ गया ना, नंबर मिल जाएंगे. नहीं आया, you will get a negative mark. So that is what you need to remember. It is only the final answer that matters. Third, the expectation is that you will be able to showcase your knowledge of maths. The expectation here is you will choose the best among the choices. आपको maths आती है कि नहीं आती, मुझे कोई लेना देना नहीं है as an examiner. The only thing I will be worried about is, have you been able to pick the right answer or not? With or without maths is not an issue to me. And steps are required. You need to show the working. Again, here you have choices. You have to pick the best among the choices. Or even if it is a short answer question which has got no choices, you just have to write the answer. So to me, that show me the working is a pointless thing. You don't need to show the working at all. Your focus has to be on picking up the best option. It is only the final answer that matters. And finally, you need to know maths here. You need to know maths. जरूरत नहीं है, आंसर निकालना आना चाहिए. So if you can use maths, great. But even without maths, you'll be able to do a large number of questions, and that is what we are going to do this. Okay. Now, before I proceed further, I'll tell you a bit about myself. Why am I saying all these things? Because भैया मेरे 12वीं में ये marks थे. And despite that, I have cleared CAT, done my MBA from IIM Bangalore, and CAT is supposed to be very difficult mathematics paper, data interpretation paper. And if I have cleared that, obviously, with my marks, you can be sure कि मेरे को maths तो नहीं आती है. So now we'll see how do we solve questions without knowing too much about maths. And I can assure you that this is something that most of you will not be aware of. And this is the reason why you have to make sure you start working working in a way so that the techniques which I talk about, you'll have to be able to apply. Okay. So, Jugaad. This is the problem solving technique that I'm talking about. What is it most people do? Most people use a formula. This is the only technique that is used by most of the people. They use a formula, there is a way to solve it. But what is missed out are, you don't approximate, you don't work backwards, you don't look for patterns, you don't guess. You don't manipulate data, you don't visualize, you don't eliminate options. So out of the 8 options, the 8 ways of solving a question, you are using only one. No wonder you are only 1/8 as efficient as people like me. आप एक ही तरीका यूज करते हैं ना, मेरे पास 8 तरीके हैं, I'll use the right method in the right question. So each of these approaches is important, and this is what we mean by jugaad. Can you pick up the right option, the right way of working with the question in a way so that you save time. टाइम भी तो बचाना है, बिकॉज आखिर मेरे पास 40 मिनट ही है पर सेक्शन, तो टाइम बचा के हमको सवाल करने हैं. चलो अब देखते हैं सवाल को. We'll look at a few questions and understand how to do it. Okay. First question. This is from IPMAT 2020. Most of the question, not all, but most of the question I've taken from an old IPMAT paper. Okay. Great. Questions. पहली चीज जो मैथ्स के लिए बनाए जाते हैं, हमें मैथ्स नहीं आती तो हम बहुत सिंपल करेंगे. The set of values effects which satisfy this particular inequality. Okay. Choices दी हुई हैं. Now please tell me if this is the correct answer. If this is the correct answer, इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? All numbers in this region should satisfy this equation. This equation has to be satisfied by all numbers in this equation. Perfect. So let's pick up a number and check out. Now look at all the choices. When you pick up a number, use a simple, easy number. Which is the easiest number? Which is the easiest number? 0. सिफर. 0 है कहीं पे? इसमें नहीं है. इसमें नहीं है, but 0 is available in choice C and D. What does that mean? If 0 satisfies this equation, then 0 should be a part of my answer. If 0 does not satisfy the equation, then it should not be a part of my answer. Okay, so let's check. Pehla step, check for x equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, what do you get on the left hand side? 0.7 raised to power 4. And on the should be less than 0.343. 7 cube मालूम है ना क्या है? 7 squares are 49, 7 cube is 343. So what is this? This is effectively nothing but 0.7 raised to power 3. Okay. So if x is equal to 0, it means that 0 to power 7 should be less than 0.3. सही है. Obviously 0.7 raised to power 4 will be less than 0.7 raised to power 3. So this is correct. That means x equal to 0 should be a part of my answer. Choice A and B do not contain 0, so they are incorrect. समझ आ गया? अगला स्टेप. दो चॉइस तो अभी भी है मेरे पास. Now look at both these choices, C and D. This is the same. Ignore the part which is same. Take a number from here. Let's check. Let's decide to take x equal to 2. If x is equal to 2 satisfies, तो ये आंसर होगा. If x equal to 2 does not satisfy, the answer will be C. That's all I will do. So x equal to 2, what does that mean? 0.7 raised to power 8 plus 4, 12, 12 minus 6, 6. This should be less than, this is 0.7 raised to power 3. Absolutely right. That means x equal to 2 should be a part of my answer. This cannot be the answer here. Use the choices, substituted values to get to the answer. Okay, so I hope the basic principle is clear that when you look at question, don't look at purely solving. Substitution. Use common sense, use jugaad. Another question. Points P, Q, R, S are taken on sides AB, BC, CD, D of square ABCD respectively. So that, this is important, is equal to 1:n. Okay, let me just remove this part. Then the ratio of area of PQRS to ABCD. नहीं समझ आया ना? I will draw the figure first. I will draw a figure. It says ABCD. ABCD is a square. Okay. Done? Now, AP is to PB is equal to BQ is to QC, CR is to RD, DS is to SA, 1:n. Okay? What are these PQRS? PQRS are on AB, BC on the four sides. So, मैंने P को यहाँ ले लिया. Q को, now remember, it says AP to PB should be equal to BQ to QC. So, अगर मैंने Q को यहाँ डाल दिया, so QC. So, let me just, yeah. This is A. Let me say this is 1 centimeter and this is 2 centimeter. So, क्या मतलब हो गया? This is 1:2 or n is equal to 2. So, again, this will be 1, this will be 2 because ये square है, isn't it? Similarly, if I look at 1, 2, 1, 2, PQRS, PQ, this is R and this is S, isn't it? Now, what is he asking? These two squares, the ratio of the area of square PQRS to the area of square ABCD, right? Now, this is right angle triangle. So, what will be the value of this hypotenuse? 2 to the 415 under root 5. So, what is the area of the square ABCD? ABCD has a side of 1 plus 2, 3. So, the area of the square ABCD will be 9. And what about PQRS? It has a side of square, side of under root 5. So, the area will be 5. So, what should be the answer? 5:9. अब क्या करो? Put n equal to 2. हमने n equal to 2 लिया ना? So, put n equal to 2 and check what do you get. In choice, if I put n equal to 2, what we get is 1:3. This is wrong. We need a ratio of 5:9. This is 1:2. Wrong. This is 1 plus 2, 4, 5 is to 2 plus 1, 3, 3 square 9. This is correct. But verify the fourth choice also. What is fourth choice? 1 plus 2, 3 is to 2 to the 4 and 1, 5, 3 is to 5. Wrong choice. Correct answer, choice C. I am sure you know how to find the area of a square. You know that Pythagoras theorem. So you can find this. So all I have done is I have used the same thing, but I have taken a specific case. I have taken a specific case. So wherever you have these variable kind of things, your job is to substitute values. This is what we did in the previous question also, na? Sorry. Yeah. इसमें भी यही किया था ना, x की value डाली. This is what I have done out here, also taken a value of n. Okay. Next question. Okay. Inequalities. Again, same basic things we will keep doing again and again so that we don't make a mistake. Inequalities. Consider the following statements. 4 statements, which of them is correct? Okay. Great. Let's look at the statements. Now, please look at statement 1 and 2. Are the statements not the same? The only difference between statements 1 and 2 is, can both of them be correct together? The answer is no. Similarly, if you look at statement 3 and 4, statement 3 and 4, in one of them it is less than, in the other it is greater than. Same thing out here. So my starting point would be, out of statement 1 and 2, only one will be correct and the other will be incorrect. And similarly, between 3 and 4, one will be correct, the other will be incorrect. Let's check. क्या करें? It says x lies between 0 and 1. Take x equal to 0.5. Why 0.5? आसान number से काम करेंगे हम. We will never work with difficult numbers. So what does this become? 1 upon 1.5 or 2 by 3. So left hand side is 2 by 3. What is right hand side? 1 minus 0.5 plus 0.25. So 0.75. This is what statement 1 is saying. So statement 1 has to be wrong. Why? Because, I'm sorry, statement 1 is right. It is saying less than. I'm sorry, my mistake. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 1 has to be correct because for x equal to 0.5, it lies within the range. Left hand side is less than the right hand side, which is what it's saying. इसका क्या मतलब है? 1 should be a part of my answer. चलो, 1. Answer तो इन दो में से ही होगा. Answer has to be either A or C. Now look at statement 2. Can statement 2 be the answer? No. We have just checked for x equal to 0.5. This cannot be the case. So statement 2 is wrong. Correct answer. Eliminate choices, get one thing right, pick up one, get one piece of data, go to the choices, eliminate choices. 3 choice गलत हो गई तो चौथी तो आंसर होगी. And that is exactly what we have done. We have again taken a value of x based on the condition and found the answer. Another question from IPMAT 2019. Suppose that A, B, C are real numbers greater than 1. What is the value of this expression? बहुत तंग कहते हैं ऐसे सवाल, खास तौर से logs आ जाते हैं. The problem with logs is most of us know absolute basics, but beyond that we don't know anything. And the moment the base becomes some variable, it becomes a problem for us. Base 10 है तो समझ आता है. So base 10 कर लेते हैं ना. What does it say? A, B, C are real numbers greater than 10. काम करो. Take A equal to B equal to C equal to 10. क्या होगा? काम आसान हो जाएगा. What does the first term become? Log of base 100 A square B? No, not 100, 1000. If I take A, B, C to be 10 each, that भी ठीक नहीं लिखा. Yeah. So, log of base 1000, 10 into 10 into 10, C by A, 1. 1 is nothing but 10 to the power 0. ये क्या हो गया? This becomes 1 upon 1 plus 0. Right? So, this is nothing but 0. By the same logic, what will this be? Let's look at only this part. Log of base of 1000. 10 by 10 is 1 or 10 to the power 0. This will also be 0. This will also be 0. What should the answer be? 3. This is nothing but effectively this is nothing but 1 upon 1 plus 0 plus 1 upon 1 plus 0 plus 1 upon 1 plus 0 equal to 3. That's the answer. End of the story. किसने कहा logs मुश्किल होते हैं? मुश्किल तब होते हैं when you don't apply the जुगाड़ principles that I am talking about. Infinite series. Very, very interesting question. IPMAT 2020. The value of this is pi square by this. What is the value of this expression? इसकी चिंता ही नहीं करेंगे हम. We will just focus on what the question is. Remember, my job is to get the answer, not to worry about everything under the sun. Okay? So please don't worry about the steps. Let's look at this one. Okay. Now, let us look at this expression. What do we get? 1 upon 1 square is 1. This is 1. This is 1 upon 9. This is 1 upon 25. Next will be 1 upon 6 square, 1 upon 36. Next will be 1 upon 7 square, 49. चलता जाएगा. ठीक है? Let's check out. This is 1 plus 0.11 plus what is 1 by 25? 1 by 25 will be 4% or 0.04. 1 upon 25 means 4 by 100. So 0.04. 1 by 36, approximately 0.03. 1 by 49, approximately 1 by 50 would have been 2% or 0.02. 1 by 49 को भी उतना ही ले लेते हैं approximately. Now what is the value I am getting? 1.11, 1.15, 1.18, 1.2. So this is going to be slightly more than 1.2. Can I say the answer has to be slightly more than 1.2? Right? कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. चलो अब choices को देखते हैं. I am sure all of you know what is pi. 3.14. Pi is equal to 3.14. I'll take it to be approximately 3.1. So what will be pi square? What is 30 square? 900. 31 square? 961. So 3.1 square or pi square is 9.61. Okay. I'll take it to be approximately 9.6. So what is this? 9.6 upon 8. This is 9.6 upon 16. This is 9.6 upon 12. And this is 9.6 upon 36. अब choice देख के बताओ ना क्या आंसर होगा. I'm sure it's not going to be difficult. This is greater than 1.2 ना. 9.6 upon 36 is less than 1. 0.25. Less than 1. Less than 1. भाई यही तो आंसर होगा. Again, my point is, who asked you to start calculating this and then come here? Why can't you work directly with this stupid number? And ये IPMAT में 4 नंबर का सवाल था. Okay. Okay. Remainder when 29 to power 29 is divided by 9. Okay, this seems to be some kind of an error, so little. Okay, so what is the remainder when this happens? क्या होता है भाई, चलो ये भी देखते हैं. Divisibility rule 9 का आता है. I'm sure all of you know. It is if the sum of digits is a multiple of 9, that number is divisible by 9. Let me take an example. 2, 3, 7, 4, 5, 6. What is this number? If I divide it by 9, is this multiple of 9 or not? 2 plus 3, 5. 5 and 7, 12. 12 and 4, 16. 16 and 6, 22. 22 and 5, 27. Multiple of 9. The summation is equal to digit sum is 27. 27 is a multiple of 9, and this number is a multiple of 9. ठीक है? अब अगले पे आ जाते हैं. Supposing I make this number not as this, 8. कितना हो जाएगा? Again? Okay. Okay. So 7 to 9 हटा दो. 5 for 9, 11. It will have 2. It will have a digit sum of 2. Okay. What have I done? Okay, let me explain this also. After all, we have 2, 3, 7, 4, 5, 8. 8, 5, 13, 4, 17, 17, 7, 24, 24, 3, 27, and 2, 29. The digit sum is 29. 29 means 2 plus 9, 11. 11 means 1 plus 1, 2. Digit sum is always a single digit. So the way to reduce your calculation is remove all 9s. Because if two numbers add up to 9, they will not change your digit sum. Digit sum does not change if you add or subtract 9. So सब 9 हटा दिए. क्या बचा? 8 और 3, 11. 11 means 2. Simple. Now, by the way, if you divide this number with 9, you will get a remainder of 2. So the thing which you need to know, when something which you would have studied in school when you studied divisibility rules, is if the digit sum, whatever you get, that is the remainder on dividing by 9. So if you look at 32, what is the digit sum? 3 plus 2, 5. Remainder on dividing by 9, 32 by 5. 9 3s are 27. Remainder 5. क्या मतलब? Do the digit sum. Whatever is the number you get, that is the remainder when you divide the number by 5. ठीक है? अब इस पे देखते हैं. चलो अब आ जाते हैं इसके ऊपर, because ये चीज तुम भूले हुए थे. It was important to remind you. 29 divided by 9. What is the remainder? 29 digit sum is 11, so 2. Right? What is 29 square? Divided by 9. What will be the remainder? What is 29 square? 841. What is the digit sum? 8 for 12 and 1? 13. 13 means 3 plus 1, 4. Remainder will be 4. Right? Now, इसको मैं एक और तरीके से कर सकता था. 29 by 9 into 29 by 9. This is 2 into 2, which is 4. Right? So, digit sum would be multiplied. Okay? So, if I look at the next one, so this is 29 square. So, if 29 square is divided by 9, the remainder becomes 2 square. 4. What about 29 cube? It will be 2 into 2 into 2, 8. 2 cube, 8. 29 to power 4. 29 to power 4. It will be 2 to power 4, 16. 16 yani 7. Okay. 29 to power 5 will be 2 to power 5. 2 to power 5 means 32. 32 means 3 plus 2, 5. अगला क्या आएगा? 2 to power 6. Pattern तो दिख गया ना? Important thing is to identify a pattern. The pattern is visible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what is the pattern of the remainder? 29 to power 1, 2, 4, 2 square, 2 cube is 8, 2 to power 4 is 16, 16 means 6 plus 1, 7, 2 to the power 5 is 32 means 5. 2 to the power 6 is 64 means 6 plus 4 10 and 10 means 1. Okay. Next one will be 2 to the power 7. 2 to the power 6 is 64. 2 to the power 7 will be 128. 8 plus 2 10 and 1 11 2. अब अगला क्या आएगा? This is 29 to power 1, 29 to power 2, 29 to power 3, 29 to power 4, 29 to power 5, 29 to power 6, 29 to power 7. Can you see the pattern is going to repeat itself now? Yeah. 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1, then 2. So, यहाँ पे 2 आ गया तो अगला क्या आएगा? 4, 8, 7, 5, 1. So, you can have to identify the pattern. So, if I identified the pattern, this is there. And what is this? 29 to power 29 to power 29? Not 2 powers. This is going to be 29 to power 841. What is this? This is a cyclicity, or a pattern is repeating after 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will again be 7. Right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, what is this? This power has to be a multiple of 6 plus whatever. Multiple of 6 plus 1. Multiple of 6 plus 2. Multiple of 6 plus 3. Multiple of 6 plus 4. Multiple of 6 plus 5. Multiple of 6. Right? What is 841? Is it the multiple of 6? 84 is a multiple of 6. 840 will be a multiple of 6. So 841 will not be a multiple of 6. 841 will be of the form of multiple of 6 plus 1. Okay? 841. Why? Because 840 is a multiple of 6. So it has to be multiple of 6 plus 1. Answer should be 2. Identify the pattern, you will get the answer first. Okay, now let's look at this question of geometry, because geometry people struggle a lot. Okay, but remember one simple thing about geometry: if the figure is to scale, you can always get the answer from the figure. And large number of questions of geometry have given the figure. So let's look at this question. In the figure given below, triangle ABC is an isosceles right angle triangle. Okay, and the incircle with center O touches the side BC at D. Touches the side BC at D. If AB is equal to 2 centimeters, find the length of BD. What you always need to remember is your figure should be to scale. If you have drawn the figure correctly, you will get the answer from the figure itself. Okay. It says AB has to be 2. So as per the question, AB is 2 and this is an isosceles right angle triangle. So BC should also be 2. Okay. Check kar lete hain, is the figure correct or not? So what should you do? Take your rough sheet. In your exams, you will get a rough sheet. Keep it on the screen. See? Yeah. I hope I've got it right. Yeah. So, this is 2 centimeter. Let's check out BC. ये भी ठीक है. BC is also correct. So, when you look at this figure, the figure is correct. Why is it correct? The question says that AB is 2 centimeters and it's an isosceles triangle, so BC should also be 2 centimeters. As far as the figure is concerned, for me this is 2 centimeters and both AB and BC are 2 centimeters. And circle to theek banega hi, otherwise it. So what does it mean? Figure is to scale. What do I need to find? I need to find BD. Okay. Now, please look at this. Okay. Please look at this figure. We have already calculated 2 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters, right? This is 2 centimeters. So, rough sheet, आधी कर दो, 1 centimeter आ गया. Okay. So, what should be 1 centimeter? Yeah. Yes, absolutely right. So, till when is, okay. Yes. So, this is coming out to be, this is 2 centimeters and this is half of it. So, this is going to be 1 centimeter. So, what will be 0.5 centimeters? Yeah. So, this should be 0.5 centimeters. So, this is 0.5. This is 1 centimeter. Can I say my answer should be between 0.5 and 1 centimeter? Let's look at the choices. Okay. How much is root 2? 1.414. This means this is 0.4. Wrong choice, because your answer needs to be between 0.5 centimeter and 1 centimeter. Right? 2 minus root 2. 0.6. I am taking root to be about 1.4. Okay. Now 1 upon root 2 and 1 upon root 2. How much is 1 upon root 2? 1 upon root 2 will be 1 upon 1.4 or 10 upon 14. Approximately 0.7. So please get used to approximating. One of the mistakes students commit is they don't approximate and try to calculate the exact answer and waste a lot of time. So how much is this? 1 minus 0.7, this becomes 0.3. Wrong choice. 2 minus 0.7, 1.3. Wrong choice. Correct answer. I don't know geometry, but I know the answer. Now this is what I mean. You don't have to know maths. If you can apply common sense, you will be able to get the answers from the figure itself. Another question of geometry. Visual inspection of data will give you the answer. In triangle ABC, DEFG are the midpoints of BC, AD, BE and FD respectively. What is the ratio of area of triangle EGD to AEC? यही समझ आया ना? Figure बनाते हैं. We have some triangle ABC. Let's draw ABC. A, P, C. Right? D is the midpoint of BC. So, D is the midpoint of BC. Right? E is the midpoint of AD. E has to be midpoint of AD. So, let's join A and D. Midpoint? Okay. E is the midpoint of AD. F is the midpoint of BE. Join BE. Midpoint? Approximately here. F is the midpoint of BE. And G is the midpoint of FD. Right? What is the ratio of area of triangle EGD? Oh, गलत लिख दिया मैंने. Okay, let me just correct this. Okay. And what was the last one? G. This is G. Okay, yeah. Okay. What is the ratio of area of triangle EGD to AEC? EGD. This is triangle EGD and the other is AEC. AEC is right. देख के बताओ figure. First of all, EGD should be less than AEC. Wrong choice. Wrong choice. Now what are the options? 1:16 or 1:4? Look at this one. This is 50%. This is 1/4 of that. And इसको जो है कितने आ जाएंगे? It cannot be 1:16. It has to be 1:4. Visual inspection of data is all you need to look at. Okay, I'll just highlight the relevant areas for you so that there's no confusion. So we are looking at EGD. Yeah. This triangle. And we are looking at, okay, let me take this one. And yeah. And this triangle. Yeah. 1:4 ही तो होगा, 1:16 is not possible. So when you have such convenient choices, why do you want to waste your time doing complete calculation? Your answer can come out with approximation by visual inspection itself. Okay. Another question where I will again say, approximate करना ज़रूरी है. Now, mathematically you will make some equation and solve it. But please tell me, what is this? Is this not more than 1? Can I say this should be less than 1/2? My answer has to be less than 1/2. Okay, let me also make it slightly more. Can I, if I just ignore this thing, can I say this will be approximately 1/2.3? Isn't it? That means my answer has to be less than 1/2. What is 1/2? 0.5. My answer has to be slightly less than 0.5. Under root 11, कितना है मालूम है? नहीं मालूम है, कोई बात नहीं. 3 square is 9. That means this should be more than 3. 336, this is more than 3. Wrong choice. We need a value which is less than 0.5 because this value is definitely going to be less than 1/2. This is 2 plus something, so it has to be less than 1/2. Similarly, this is approximately 4, approximately 3.5. Wrong choice. Okay. Two choices gone. Let me just erase this and write it down again for you neatly. So all I'm saying is the value of this expression is approximately 1 upon 2.3, and hence my answer should be less than 1 by 2. Okay. Can I also say my answer should be greater than 1 upon 2.5? Why 1 upon 2.5? Because 10 upon 25 is 1 upon 2.5, which is equal to 40 upon 100, equal to 0.4. So I can say my answer has to be between 0.4 and 0.5. Simple thing. And out of these, we have eliminated two choices because they are both more than 1. Okay. Under root 15 will be approximately 4. So if I take to be slightly less than 4, so let me take it to be 3.9. 3.9 minus 3, 0.9 by 2, 0.45. It lies within the range, should be the answer, but let's verify this also. Okay, you know 3 squares is equal to 9, and you know 4 squares is equal to 16. So can I say this should be approximately 3.5? Approximately. So if it is 3.5 plus 3, 6.5, 6.5, not this one, sorry. This one, 3.5 minus 3 is 0.5 by 2, 0.25. Less than 0.4, wrong choice. Who's got the time to solve? So this also means you should be thorough with your calculations. If you are comfortable with your calculation aspects, you will be able to do this part fairly well, and approximation is extremely important. Okay? So this is what I wanted to help you understand, that while you learn the concepts, pick up jugaad skills. What I did in the last 7-8 questions, this is what is called jugaad, this is called common sense, this is called applying whatever you know. So it is extremely important. If you just keep on mugging up mathematics, looking for all kind of important formulas, you are only going to waste your time. Pick up these jugaad skills, these are important. And your mocks, the IPMAT mocks which Career Launcher provides you, are extremely important resource you have to solve. And for most of the CL mocks, I will give you jugaad solutions. Will jugaad solutions be available in all questions? No. If you look at typically, short answer, 20 questions, out of them you will be able to solve maybe about 8 to 9 questions by jugaad. Similarly, if you look at MCQ, out of 40 questions, you will be able to solve about not 20, but let's say 18 odd questions by jugaad. And what is the cutoff required? To clear the cutoff of short answer, you need 5 questions, and to clear the cutoff of MCQ, you need 8 questions. So even if you are able to do just about 8 questions here, and you are able to do, let's say, 12 questions here, what does that mean? 12 plus 8, 20 questions. 20 questions into how many marks per question? 4 marks per question. 80 marks is there for the picking. Okay. So there are 80 marks which are available to you, and that is what you need to be clear about, that you can solve the paper comfortably using these jugaad solutions, clear the cutoff very, very easily. Okay. And yes, every week I'll meet you on the Career Launcher YouTube channel. So अब तक like नहीं किया तो like तो करो. I'm sure these methods are new for you. Like करो, आगे चलो. And subscribe करना मत भूलना. Please subscribe and like so that we can meet on a regular basis and you will not miss out any of the topics that I pick up, any of the issues or tricks and techniques or information that I share with you. Okay. So that's it from my side. All the best. We'll meet again next week.